Greatest pundits, so we have an entertainment space. We're talking about Arnold, and he's made some revelation. It's just unfortunate that anytime we talk about SONA State of the Nation address, people are waiting to hear, great things. And I say, yeah, but it looks like we're losing track of what actually goes into SONA. Anytime we're talking about the State of the Nation address, we need to know the things that you've done, or sorry, the plans that you have laid out. Okay, these are the things that we've done. Okay, yeah, by it's me achieve say, but you don't come in. Thank you. You don't come in just blow your horns just like that.
I said last Friday that SONA. I don't know why Ghanaians are not questioning the government.
Yeah.
People, you don't really understand what SONA is. SONA is like, where are we headed? Like, okay, ever since you took over in office, what have you done so far? What is the name? It's like a report, like end of term report. Oh, ABC and ETMIU. This place we fell short, but in the future we're hoping to improve in these sectors. And it's not about a minute or two or an hour where you also tell Ghanaians another episode of promises. It's not about the NDC or the NPP, but over the years, that is how I've seen SONA. SONA is more like, a very grand gesture. They appear in Parliament
wearing all the lavish clothing
Mr. Speaker,
and all.
we intend to. Mr. Speaker, we want to. Mr. Speaker, we have. No.
But yesterday I was telling you, right? I told you about the Constitution. I think Article 67. Yes, it gives the President the honor to be floor of Parliament and give us the laid down plan, things that you've been able to do and achieve. So even if when you're reading the SONA or you go through the pages, just at the top, it states clearly in the Constitution, Article 67, this is what we are supposed to be doing. This is how it's supposed to go. So does it mean that the President is overlooking all these things? Let's just appear there.
We don't ask questions.
Now, one thing we can actually do with this whole SONA presentation, right? I feel after the President comes down there, gives us a fair idea of what's happening, now let's go back into the other ministries. Maybe talking about the Ministry of Health, Education, have an open forum. Call, health workers, expert people who have, or the layman there, they should come questioning the minister.
What is legislature doing? Besides ranting in Parliament,
and say,
what have you done? It's not about the
NDC. It's like they push things down our throats and we have no idea about it.
Mr. Robert, please help me with the terminal report. Maybe Nane Chame or English A, maybe Commerce D, because I wasn't really good with maths. Science A, B, C, and D. After everything, when you rank me either excellent, extension, or very good, we have the headmaster or head teacher's remarks.
Maths, yeah.
It means that
Academia
at the end of the term, this was my performance. But, and then sometimes they say, more room for improvement. Or Nane Chan should sit up, or you repeat your class. These are things that the remarks. And so you let the Ghanaian people know, ABC and D, but in the future, these were where we fell short. So we intend to implement or continue, because Yeju has said, so we want to continue. But it's not about appearing in Parliament and just giving us another. We had a lot during the campaign.
Yeah, we had a lot.
Didn't you say a lot? So where from? I don't know.
You see, that is, I'm not trying to be partisan or trying to be political about this whole thing, but let's just get the facts right? When Kojo Paul Nkrumah recently had, an open forum saying that it looks like this government, they are doing a lot of gimmicks and PR. Like, and that is what Ghanaians want.
So you don't ask questions?
We hate asking questions. I don't know if it's a black thing.
Now, SONA is like, okay, the time of the year where the president comes and just makes more promises
and
to
we
us.
Are still where we
and then
are.
We are okay.
We're still stuck. Afenyo Market made mention, why can't we continue the agenda 111 when it comes to our health? Because there were almost like 50 hospitals that need completion. But government comes into power, they have their own idea, they have what they want to do. What happens, or why can't we have a national policy? When I come into power, this is what I do. When I get an chance coming to continue from where I stopped. Enough of we continuing the same thing. Then we're not going to go anywhere. 69, 70. It's getting scary.
I was very young, Jay. I was so young when I realized that Ghanaians don't understand SONA. I do recall I had the conversation with my dad. I'm like, Dad, now State of Nations address, no.
What does it entail?
Because me state of the nation. Say, as it stands now, no.
Yeah.
Like, where are we headed?
True. Yeah, but you do, in life, what are we doing? What's the way forward? And you see, pardon me to say, great and learned men, met or sat together in Parliament, and hey, Chen, Abu, you, and other people. Sometimes I feel they take it for a joke.
Someone will ask questions.
You
don't ask questions.
You don't ask questions.
They
200 Ghana, no, Koba say
yeah. They don't want development. They are not going to really press them to give us social amenities. Because at the end of the day, Uko MP, 200 Ghana cedis na MP in the amount. How is it going to sustain you?
Someone eats a day 200 Ghana. We buy just one food.
200 Ghana cedis, not to disrespect us. Yeah. But in our current time, 200 cedis, obi de mawa ASika, but said the
it will be lunch. It will be lunch. Food box. Guys, let's wake up. I like the fact that Arnold is touching on this thing. I think we should read it for our viewers to have an idea. Yeah.
Nyungwa to Kaswa Ubakra, Andrew 200. It's transportation money.
Girl.
Ask questions. But Arnold is speaking for his fraternity. Arnold is an entertainment pundit. So no say, yeah, all creative side no. We should question them, the promises made to us no. So entertainment pundit Arnold Asamoah Baidu has thrown a gentle but firm challenge to Ghana's creative arts industry. Less excitement, more examination. Appearing on a TV show, Arnold argued that the State of the Nation address should not read like a performance report. It should read, like a performance report and not a promise. According to him, SONA is meant to outline what government is actively doing across social, economic and financial sectors, not simply repackage commitments from campaign manifestos. While he commended the president of acknowledging the creative arts, recognizing the rise of new media and pledging to serve as an ambassador for the industry, Arnold insisted that mention alone is not momentum. He questioned why stakeholders are thrilled about being highlighted again in the 2026 address when several pledges from 2025 remain outstanding. Arnold also highlighted the reported 40 million Ghana cedis allocation to the creative sector, calling for clarity on its purpose and structure. For him, the real win isn't a shout-out in SONA. It is seeing policy is a move from speech to substance. His message to the industry is celebrate wisely but scrutinize thoroughly. Now, new alliance, right, so that is the end of this first story. And I do agree 100%, Jay. Why are we being told new promises when with the one that were told last year, we're yet to meet all of them?
That's what they've been doing, Nana. We've seen them in Parliament always mentioning huge sum of money, and now we are putting money here, and our finance minister will come looking at us like with jokes and some, kids. Okay, we are allocating money into this sector, we are putting money into this place, and this is what we are doing, especially with the creative arts industry.
Creative arts,
and Nana, with every single thing that is happening with this new administration, it's the creatives that are leading. Because today we are seeing seminars, today we are seeing forums, they are dancing, opening Ghana month and everything. It's still the creative art industry, but it's still the same industry that is struggling to get things done right. Shall it be hard though? Like, people are seeing things on a normal level, and I understand that is why some people don't want to vote. People are just working to fill in their pockets and take good care of their people and forget about what is happening.
The system is wired in a way that if you don't take care of yourself, they wouldn't take care of you. That is how the system is being wired into. So you don't blame me if I don't exercise my franchise. You don't blame me, because at the end of the day, you tell me you have my interests at heart, but I don't think you do have my interests at heart. Haven't we had people report all the time that an MP will leave the moment they are ordained or whatever into power? They don't even stay in their community. You only see them when it's about approaching elections. And you may say, I'm not going to vote, but your friend is going to vote because of the money they give, because of the things they give to them. And so we always find ourselves in that same situation because A, we see the problem, but B, we refuse to. Yes, we refuse accountability. That is it. But Ghanaians should really understand, as we approach 69 years of independence, that this Kokromuti power is the most powerful tool we can have. It is our victor power. We can make and unmake someone. It holds so much power that we should refuse anything that would just, lure us into voting.
It's crazy.
But demand answers to questions.
And one thing I've noticed about, I wouldn't want to limit it to just the current government that we have. And one thing I've also noticed when it comes to governance or when it comes to people having power, they bring out the issue. There's something happening. And they will come out and pretend as if they don't know what is going on. And they are asking questions that they want to do investigation. Recently with the whole power outage thing and prepaid conversation. Can you imagine the energy minister came in that he's given, they are giving 7 days to investigate to know what is causing. Do you think we are kids?
Energy minister.
Like, Charlie, how you go talk me say prepaid and things they run very fast. Now you buy the prepaid and shoot, everything is gone. And you're telling me that they have no idea. They are the same people tweaking the whole thing to get money.
Will coastal fuel say it's a mortuary. I don't understand.
See, but my dad is one person who is always venting. The moment you start using a blender or you're using the microwave, and I trip it, I'm like, that. It's not that. But
if it's going to last for 3 days, it is 3 days. Whether you use the blender, you use the microwave or not, 3 days,
and miraculously, now water is flowing in my house. I don't know which kind of agenda these people are doing. See, they know the way to, play or lurk around the minds of Ghanaians.
Of course.
And we fall for these traps, and we are there, and people wouldn't talk. The moment you start talking, the moment you're a media person and you start adding your voice to this whole thing, then you're blacklisted.
I said Ghana for the we forget things.
Like I refer the one about you.
And it is so true.
It's so true.
It's so true. It's so true. But 69 years. We don't need celebration. We need revival. We need
crusade.
We need purgatory because
man,
we are going through a lot.
And the PR thing with this government, like it's top notch. I won't lie about it.
You see, one thing that really helped them, that made them win against the MPP was that for them, they were very media friendly.
That's
so
the
every
thing.
single day, like they would let people know.
There.
Unlike the outgone government, like they barely spoke to the media. Like even with things that they were doing, like they wouldn't even let the media know. So I think that one.
It's so amazing. Now, Momo, Minister for Gender, left someone for. She'll be in your house within the second. Let's get answers to all these questions and get
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
We should be seeing our MPs like that. Not when it's time for elections. We should be seeing our MPs like that. But I like what Arnold said. I love his submission that we do appreciate His Excellency for touching on our sector.
Yeah.
But then it's not only about the shout-outs. Let's see the substance, all the things being said. Let's see it materialize in our system. Yeah. Because like you said, the creators are actually like contributing a lot to the nation's development. Even with the diplomatic passport issued, most of them are creatives. It means that we hold so much power. So we want a system where they're really going to hold us down and support us hands down. So, this is what Arnold should be doing, like the pundits. It's not always about Agrada essay, Shatawala essay, and those things. Recently my sister fixed her old phone, and so we're going through our archives, right? And we saw a video. Remember one fateful evening when it was Arnold, it was Mark Brown, it was Shatawale on a set show where Shatawale went hell loose on Arnold. Like, can the shoe be? Do you know
the heat
I
was crazy.
saw that video. It's still on my phone. Like, wow, memory. Like he was so gutted. Can the shoe be? Hey, do you know my house? Do you know house I have? Enough of that. Let's be having these conversations that's really going to help our creative space.